Waiting on Kyle right now. Did you get an invite? There we go. Maybe.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, dude?
Nothing, chilling, bro.
Hell yeah.
What's up with you?
Long day.
Yeah, I got my second COVID shot today.
Oh, really? I just got my first one Thursday.
Oh, nice. How you feeling?
Uh, I felt fine, but I stay so sleep deprived I wouldn't notice anyway.
There we go. Hell yeah. Um, yeah, I felt pretty good after my first one too. Nothing too crazy or anything. Not that I noticed anyway.
Right.
Hell fucking yeah.
Fresh
What's
as
up,
fuck.
everybody?
Oh yeah, we got people excited, man.
Fuck yeah. What's up, guys? I wish I had a cool effect for my face. Ah.
Nailed it. Yeah, that's it.
Whoa, all right. That one's too crazy.
Yeah.
That's moody, right? What's up, Michael?
Oh shit, Michael's in here. Where's your
Where's
huge
my huge?
kid?
It would be a crazy hidden feature of this fucking face, like if you took your shirt off and like it just gave you giant anime titties, right?
It probably would turn into like big tentacles though.
That would be fucking sick. Um,
Yeah, where's the hentai filter?
Need, bro. Oh my gosh, what'd you get up to on Saturday night? Anything fun?
Um, family shit. Oh,
Good
yeah.
stuff. All right, I mean Friday night. Today's Saturday. I'm fucked, dude.
Yeah.
Vaccines melting my brain.
Uh, it'll be all right. Well, we were going to do a gear walkthrough. Do you got any of your stuff with you? Or is it all at the practice space?
I got some guitars here. Yeah, sorry. It was like there was a bunch of bands practicing right around. It was going to be so fucking terrible sounding.
No worries. I get it.
Well, I can still go through the gear a little bit.
Hell yeah, man. Let's get into it.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, first of all, I always use DiMarzio pickups just because I think they're pretty cheap for what you get. Let me turn this fucking filter off. And that is a DiMarzio Tone Zone in the Stratocaster. And my messy ass desk. And yeah, it's just a made in Mexico Strat. Yeah, you can't really tell from the picture, but it's like midnight wine red.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's a nice color, dude. You don't see them like that too often. And all the chrome shit I added on after. Here, hold on, I gotta unplug my phone. Let's see here. This is my Crackle Warlock.
There it is.
And yeah, this one's pretty dope. When I got it, it actually had a Warmoth Stratocaster neck on it. And it was just horrible. Yeah. And I thought it was going to take me a really long time to find a neck for it because it's for a 22 fret, not 24.
Okay.
And you don't find Warlock necks very often that are not 24 frets. But I just happened to get really lucky, and I fucking picked it up when I saw it, neck, and yeah, it's a good guitar. This is a DiMarzio PAF Pro, which is the original Undeath pickup. This one, we used to have it in my Blue Jackson. Yep, I like that one. It's good sounding. It's kind of like open. This is Jared's Les Paul here. Moving on. This is a Super Distortion P90 size Super Distortion. This is just a stock P90. And what's up, bro?
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't know they made a P90 size distortion.
Yeah, there's like three pickups Marzio does in P90 size. It's pretty much just all their like most common ones. That thing sounds fucking badass though.
That's
It's
crazy.
really crazy. I don't know if it sounds. I've never played a regular size Super Distortion, so I'm not really sure if it sounds different, but it sounds really good.
Word.
And my white Warlock is downstairs. I could go get it later. I don't want to have any dead air, but
Yeah, you're good.
that one's just got Marzio X2N Power Plus in it. And I really like the sound of that one too. That one's just got an insane amount of everything basically. It's like so compressed.
What's the difference between that and a regular X2M?
I just think the Power Plus is older,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that at one point it was like more output than the next models of X2Ns, but I believe the modern ones are the highest output X2Ns you can get.
Okay, because I got a brand new X2M that I threw in my Beast, and that thing's pretty. I mean, it's pretty out. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, they're fucking ridiculous, dude. With like an overdrive, just slamming it, it's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, I've I used it in my one of my custom boosts and just obliterated this little Roland micro cube I have upstairs, just just to see how fucked up I can make it sound.
Love that shit, bro.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. Damn, I really am wishing that I was with my fucking bullshit, but so okay, well after the guitars,
I can't really hear you.
my bad.
There we go.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
Um, so I just use, well, I use a tuner, which is like a micro. It's like a little tuner. I don't even know what brand it is. And then maxing OD 808, and just like gain all the way down, volume all the way up.
Yeah.
And then just into the heads, just into the 3120s, and those are really killer heads. Like we had a shitload of amps to choose from to use for the record, the new one, but that one really wound up beating out all the other ones for like the main tone, which was honestly really surprising.
I wanted to. Well, that was one thing I was going to ask you is if the 3120s made it on the new record. But was there like one particular guitar that you tended to favor, or do you bounce around, or?
I believe that for all the main rhythm tracking, it was the Strat. Because I have like the bridge cranked down really hard. It's like basically just hard-tailed. And I also just really like the way the tone zone sounded, like on recording. Like it just sounded really thick. It's got a lot of like low mid. But then for like the overdubs, I think that one was all the Crackle guitar, and then for the solos, it was a mixture of all three.
Gotcha. Did you for a while I thought you were abandoning the Warlock for the way of the round body.
Nah, we play them all. I mean, Jared's got a Black Warlock too with a ball sack headstock, so I figure we'll just match, Strat and Les Paul or Warlock and Warlock, whatever.
Yeah, I liked how you refer to it as a ball sack headstock too.
Ball sack gang.
I once somebody pointed that out when I was like 15. I've never been able to unsee it.
Yeah, they're fucking goofy. I don't know. Just playing them is fun. Having like a giant fucking paddle headstock on it is like, that's
Yeah.
pretty funny. It's like the opposite of a Kiesel.
And you've seen the Bernie Rico Jr. headstocks, right?
Yeah, like the insane ones.
Yeah,
They're like the Vixen ones.
Yeah, the Vixen one. I think it was Kyle Rasmussen that pointed out that like the negative space on it, instead of a ball sack, it looks like a satanic like mushroom head, like
That's fucking
like
sick.
Satan's dickhead or something.
I don't think I've ever noticed that. It's like the FedEx logo.
Oh yeah.
It's got the arrow in it. Yeah. Fuck.
Absolutely. Shit.
Um, yeah, dude, I would love to play. Fuck, I've never played a Bernie Rico. They look nice. They're expensive.
Yeah. A buddy of mine was gonna buy a Jekyll, and then Junior. It was actually he had the money and everything, and then Junior killed himself.
Yeah,
So,
sad.
yeah, it's a bummer.
That was like only like a few years ago, right? Or like last year, 2 years ago?
I want to say like 4 or 5. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't remember. It's still been pretty recent.
Yeah.
Um, Kind of on that note, uh, I think Neil Moser just went back to BC, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that he's doing wiring over there again. That's I think what I read in like the groups or whatever. I don't know. I'm not in the market right now, so I haven't been like hitting the
Yeah,
junkies
right.
page hard.
I don't even know how. I just see this stuff pop up all the time.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Social
You
media algorithms.
you think I'd be geared out by now after like running the page and everything, but
Gear, dude. It only gets worse. It's like a fucking disease.
like I think in the past, maybe in the past within the past year, is the most I've acquired gear in the shortest amount of time ever. Like
Since the page started, dude, that's a correlation if I ever heard one, bro.
I know, I know. And I was talking to somebody earlier. Like today's post had an angle amp. I've been seeing a lot of angle amps, and it's really not good for my wallet, like at all.
I really want a fireball, dude. I'm dying for one.
A lot of people have been saying Fireball lately. I'm kind of surprised that that's the one I'm hearing the most of, because it's like not that it's like it's certainly not a cheap amp, and it's nothing wrong with it, but it's like the Invader and the Savage are like the big top tier ones.
I can't afford a Savage. I've always wanted one since I was like a kid, and I'm like fucking Mohammed Sweetpants is my hero. But I don't know, or like a Powerball or something. I don't even know. I fucking just like
Yeah, the Powerball stick too.
I used to play a shitty ass Laney, and I like wanted to switch so bad and get something that sounded better, and I got the PVs, and since then I've been like I'm satisfied for now.
Which Laney did you play?
I had one of the Ironheart 120s, and
I
the
had one
fucking
too.
I hated that fucking thing. I don't know how you felt about it.
I thought it was fine, but it was my second. Like for the longest time, I always had two heads.
Mm.
And my main head for like the last decade has been like a Revision F 2-channel dual rack. So it's really hard for me to find anything that stands up to that. Like I had a JCM 2000. I had that Laney. I've had a couple amps, but it always and I'll think, oh, I'll run them stereo or whatever. It'll be backup. And I play it next to the Mesa, and I'm like, I don't like this as much. This is way cooler. This is a lot of money tied up into something I don't like as much. So it's gone.
Out the door, yeah, dude. I mean, once you find the one that works, it's just like you get used to it, and I don't know. I haven't really played that many dual rectifiers either. All those amps that have a lot of fucking knobs on them, I can't ever make them sound good. I'm too
That's why.
dumb.
That's why you get one of the old, like the 2-channel ones.
Okay.
Way less. Well, one they tend to sound better, but also way less knobs.
Okay.
Like all the crap on the back, it's like set it and forget it.
Cool.
And
That's what I like. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm sure most people do. When you're fucking, gotta move the bullshit all the time and whatever, you don't want to fucking twiddle do the knobs all the time.
yeah, absolutely. And I've had plenty of friends that have owned like the newer 3-channel ones. Mine kicks the shit out of all of them. I've never found one that sounds as good as mine.
I believe that. Yeah.
I've really always been curious about those 3120s too, though.
I guess they're just a triple X, but they have nah, I'm gonna forget which tubes came in which one. They just have like the opposite tubes.
34s maybe.
Yeah, I think that the 3120s have the EL34s, and I think that the triple X's had
606.
the JJ. Oh yeah, 6L6. Yeah, I do believe it's that way, right? Well, the EL34s are like the warmer ones or whatever.
Yeah, they're like used more in like Marshall and like the
Okay.
British amps.
I think that I do believe the 3120s come with the EL34s, and that's the only difference, and the chassis is different.
Okay, well, that's it.
Yeah.
I've never. Well, not take it back. I do have one PV amp, but it's like an old broken 2x12 combo. I don't even know what the hell it is. It's like a classic something. It was. We found it, and we have yet to fix it up. But I've never owned like a legit PV head though. I've played through other people's. I don't know. It like all my friends always use PV, either a triple X or even the double XL, like the solid state one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have that one around here anyway.
They're good. They're reliable. They're cheap.
Yeah.
Reliable is like mostly. I don't know. Well, they sound pretty good too. I think they just got like a fizz to them. I don't know, dude. I just like the way like 6505s, 3120s. They all sound pretty good to me.
Yeah.
A lot of records are made with them too, so I guess it's just like always in your ear.
I was always really curious about the triple X, like the second version of the triple X. Because I saw Hobbs was using it in Suffocation a lot. So
Interesting.
I always thought that one would be really sick to try. I've never found one.
The triple X is like such an ugly looking amp. It's got like fucking metal shit all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic. I love when they try to make amps just like look badass. They're like, this is for metal. It's got to be fucking covered in metal.
Well, the same thing with the dual rack stuff, man. With the diamond plate steel on the.
Oh yeah, those are like on the cusp, but I still think they're tasteful. Tastefully badass.
Yeah, I'm used to it now. Like I used to think it was kind of like, I don't know. I guess I've gone in and out of phases where I thought it was either cool or really lame, but now I'm just like, I don't even mind it. I used to have a bandmate that had one of the Roadster cabs, and it had the diamond plate all on the sides of it.
Was it way heavier or no?
I don't remember, honestly. Okay. I have to assume.
Yeah, like a little bit at least, right? I don't know.
Yeah, and it had it actually had like a mix, like X pattern of speakers. It was something random, like I don't think they were V30s, but it was
interesting.
It was 2 lower wattage and then 2 like 70 to 75 watt speakers in like cross patterns. I just remember it being like the clearest and cleanest sounding cab I've ever played through.
No shit. Interesting.
But well, I actually went back. I was like just kind of shooting from the hip on a lot of these for a while, but I actually went back to like writing down like talking points.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, just to try to cut down on dead air. So what would you say would be kind of your tone inspiration, or at least like maybe there was somebody like you straight up wanted to emulate, or maybe it was a combination of people or something, but typically everybody gets inspired, whenever they're kind of coming up with their tone.
Absolutely. I just knocked some shit over, sorry.
Oh, good.
Yeah, okay. Well, first of all, For a long time, I just felt like my guitar tone didn't sound like professional. So that's the first thing. That I just wanted it to sound like non-offensive. Some people really like their guitar tone to sound fucked up. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, it needs to be like crazy. But I kind of just
Oh
want
yeah,
mine to be like, palatable, but still like extreme or whatever. I don't know. But definitely like Trey, of course, like his tone on like every Morbid Angel record is like really good. Even even if the production on the record is fucked up, like I think that you can still tell like it's him playing and everything like that.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and that dude like I know has crazy setup for like his sound and whatever, and uh, I don't really know if I could ever really like achieve something like that with just playing like a guitar into an amp and like not having a bunch of rack shit and like front of house people and whatever, but something like that, and of course, like Cannibal Corpse. I mean, just all the regular like metal bands, really. You know what I mean? Not shooting for
Yeah.
anything too nutso. Like a little. I used to play really heavy, like a lot of mids. And
Yeah.
now that there's five people in the band, and we don't really do that so much anymore. Still, maybe a little more mid forward than like a lot of the tones, but we cut a little bit down.
That's cool.
Yeah. I honestly, one time I saw a Tomb Mold down in Philadelphia at Kung Fu Necktie, which is like a very small little bar.
Mhm.
And damn, they sounded really good there, but I almost think it's just because they turned up like twice as loud as every other band.
I'll do it
um,
sometimes.
yeah, and also like well, we play standard tunings, but like there's something to be said with like how resonant like strumming that open power chord between all the strings are, and like I don't know, so. Uh, Geez, I don't even know where the hell I was going with that. Yeah, that's tone. I don't even know, dude. I just try not to sound like shit.
I feel you. What tuning do you guys play in?
We do
Again?
A flat standard or G sharp standard, however you wanna, you know.
Okay.
Um,
I
and
I thought you were somewhere around that ballpark.
pretty low. We used to tune to B. Like I guess when we started the band, I was like, well, I don't want to play in standard, so we'll tune to B, which is just like like baritone standard. And then when we did Sentient, I tuned down another minor third just because it's heavy. I don't know. It's kind of weird playing that low though on a six string. You like really lose the sparkling highs for solos and shit.
Oh yeah. Do you
But
do you try to get that back into your sound at all in any other way, or you just try to compensate with playing?
sorry, I keep hitting spun. We ripped some solos on the new album and just try to do it to it. I don't know. Like we didn't bring any guitars that were tuned higher or anything. Just ripped them, and I don't know. It's like got its ups and downs. It kind of keeps everything like
Yeah,
consistent a little bit. The overall sound, it's all low, but I don't know.
I gotcha, man. I definitely hear a lot of Trey's influence for sure. Um, Also, some of like the slower to more mid tempo kind of Cannibal stuff for sure.
Hell yeah.
Um, it's like it's interesting. Like you guys kind of fit in with a lot of the real nasty shit that's out there now, like this like Sangasuka Bog and Two Mold, all these guys that it's almost like this incantation meets mortician, just nasty, brutal, heavy riffs.
Totally.
Uh, but you kind of tend to bring like a little bit more like technical, kind of notey kind of riffs into it, a little bit more reminiscent of Trey, not just brutal chugging power chords. Actually, kind of throw in these cool little runs and embellishments and not knocking anybody, but it was when I found you guys, it was like, okay, that's a nice change of pace. Like, you know,
Hell yeah.
it was real refreshing for me. You know, because
Thanks, buddy.
yeah, absolutely. Because I've always been more into like the real notey kind of riffs. Like I'm one of the few people I think I preferred more like Corpse Grinder era Cannibal Corpse, because you know they had like Pat O'Brien and everybody just come up with these really crazy over the top riffs. And it's like how everyone's seen the Frantic Disembowelment video where they,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just insane. And not maybe, and you know, of course, guys like Nile and shit like that, and Suffocation, like all the guys that you're like, how the hell did they even come up with this? Like, let alone
That's what I think of when I listen to Suffocation. I'm like, how the fuck did they come up with this?
challenging. I guess that's it. I like stuff that's challenging, you know?
Totally. Yeah, geez, it's not always that fun to write it, but I'm just kidding. Yeah, I hate challenging myself.
I feel you.
But hell yeah, dude. I mean, I think that's definitely part of the mission statement a little bit, you know. But it's not like we're gonna do it just to do it. Like, I'm not gonna set out to like do a song that's like completely counterpuntal guitar playing for the sake of only having that or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm just like, oh man, what if this part was like had like 3 fucking parts going on? That would be crazy, right? And everyone's like,
Right.
sure, dude. But yeah, hell yeah, dude. Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. And who was I talking to about it? It might have been one of the other interviews I was doing on here, maybe talking to like Rob Calhoun or somebody, that technical metal or technical death metal is fucking sick, and it's like kind of ear candy. Like it makes it just more interesting to listen to. Like cool, catchy, heavy, thick riffs are sick, but you know, you like trying to wrap your head around like intricate stuff too.
Absolutely.
But and maybe it's just you know, at least for me, maybe it's just like a cutoff as far as like what I'm able to comprehend. But there is a cutoff point, you know.
I definitely agree with you.
Like I love Beneath the Massacre, and I love like Brain Drill. But there are some times where stuff like that or Arcspire,
Sure.
like it misses something for me. You know what I mean?
I think that, like you were saying earlier, like, you know, love a good, really heavy, chuggy riff, and I love a good, fucking crazy, steady part. But also, if you're only doing both, like, one or the other, then, like, there's, like, sacrifice going on. Like, you could just be making, like, something that not necessarily, you know, just meets in the middle a little bit or something or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like definitely Archspire. They're a good band, don't get me wrong. Those guys are crazy. But sometimes they might sacrifice a little bit of the songwriting for the sweeping.
I think so. And you know, they might look down on, I doubt it. I think they appreciate everything. Because like I watch that Dean Lamb, I watch his YouTube
me too.
channel from time
Love
to time.
Love that channel.
I think he kind of appreciates like the whole scope of things, and that's sick. But,
I agree with you. Yeah, Dean is a really crazy guitar player, and Toby too.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, if I could, I probably would. You know. But,
oh yeah, bro. I agree with you 100%.
I'm pretty sure Corpse and Nile are two bands that really straddle that line just perfect. Like they're not afraid to do just some simple power chords, but then they can also write crazy like Rusty Cooley licks thrown into a riff.
I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, Cannibal Corpse is like the GOAT. They've always been like one of my faves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they write good ass riffs, and sometimes like yeah, sometimes they got a shitload of notes. Sometimes they write a song like Scourge of Iron or like Stripped, Raped, and Strangled or something. You know what I mean? And it's like a chiller, but it's a bopper.
Well, that's a pretty good transition here to you know who we kind of went over tone inspiration. Would you say it's pretty much the same bands as far as like riff writing and songwriting in general?
I would say, but like not only those bands. You like way more music that's not even just metal music, really. Take inspiration from and shit. Like I used to play double bass for like a long time, so I played a lot of classical music and
Huh.
um never really did any jazz on the double bass, but listened to a lot of jazz. And I'm not saying like Undeath is like, you know, fucking fusion metal or whatever, but yeah, it's not just like I'm like regurgitating the fucking Cannibal Corpse songs or whatever. Um, but yeah, I would definitely say mostly those. And dude, very healthy dose of Severed Survival Autopsy. That record is like a holy grail of just like song structures
Right.
for death metal.
That's killer. So, uh, did you play? Did you play like jazz in like high school or?
No, I actually went to a very small rural high school, and we like barely even had a wind ensemble. I played French horn back
Okay.
then, and then I started playing double bass when I was like 17, and I like went to college for that for a couple of years. And now I don't even play double bass anymore. It's just like in my basement, rotting away. I just fucking shred.
But I just thought that was interesting because uh, I actually was like a jazz major at the college near here. I only went for
That's
like a
fucking
year.
dope. Hell
Um,
yeah.
and I everyone kind of all my friends in the music department kind of would like you know poke fun at me a little bit because I had everyone had like a jazz approved guitar, like a hollow body or something, and
Sure, sure.
I had an Ibanez RG. So
Dude, that's for that motherfucking fusion, bro.
yeah, right. And
Yeah.
honestly, that was really at the time. I didn't really listen to any like Wes Montgomery or Miles Davis. I got into it after the fact, but back then, I was like all I knew was like Frank Gambale and Pat Metheny and guys like that.
Right,
And
right.
I was like, that's close enough, right?
It
But
is.
I had to chill out and learn some Miles Davis tunes and stuff like that. So uh, it was pretty cool. But enough about me. But so what actually got you first started playing guitar? Like,
I played acoustic guitar. Well, actually, I started on bass guitar back when I was like 13. My friend played guitar, and we lived in the middle of nowhere, dude. There's like 300 people in my hometown, so no one played music, no drummers or anything. So we were like, we're gonna start a band. Never started a band. Never even played music with them really. But played bass guitar for a while. I had an acoustic guitar that I futzed around with a little bit, but I didn't start playing electric guitar until I was like 19. And I just I had a friend in college who played drums, and I just wanted to jam with him. So I bought my first electric back then, and it
huh?
was fun. Yeah, so I didn't quit.
Damn. And well, by 19, you probably were into death metal by then. So did you pick it up and go straight into like what were you first playing?
I bought it was a Black Jackson Solus with a reverse headstock, and I bought it to like try to jam metal on, but I sucked. So I would just do I don't know. I'd like try to learn like fuck, like what was one of the first things that I tried to learn? I remember learning Soul Sacrifice by Power Trip, but that wasn't out then, so I don't even know. My timeline is fucked up here. I remember I wanted to really learn Lion's Den by Morbid Angel, and like my summer home from college that year, I was like, I'm gonna learn this song. And I don't think that I got close because it's really fast, and I was like a fucking beginner. uh, but yeah, I don't know. Just try to grasp. I mostly have gotten better and like learned things just by writing. Just try to write riffs that are like a little harder sometimes, and go for it.
Hell yeah. Hey, somebody's asking. I got so many comments on your pictures about the White Warlock. Why?
Oh, the one pickup.
Why only one pickup?
Only takes one to rock. I also specifically on that guitar with the hole in it is because there's a picture of John McEntee with a White Mockingbird back from like 1989 or so, and it's got no pickup in the hole either. So I always thought that was cool.
I spaced out for a second as far as John McEntee, and now I felt embarrassed. The incantation. Okay. Completely
incantation, blank. Man.
Yeah.
Mr. John.
Man, I'm really looking forward to what Sonny does next.
Yeah, I know. So what's up with that? You know anything about the split or what?
I do.
He was like, I'm out.
Huh?
He just was like, I'm out.
It was not his decision.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, I talked to him about it. I don't know how much he wants me to share with the general
Yeah,
public.
dude, we don't have to air his dirty laundry on the show.
He did an interview not too long ago, and it's on YouTube. I think he was pretty open about it too, but I'm just trying to remember. But it was not mutual. I think I could say at least that much. But
is it ever?
Yeah. And he even took I remember he even posted some stuff on his own Instagram page that yeah, he was pretty pissed. Like the newest Incan record, he's on it, but they like edited the fuck out of his solos, like cut a bunch of stuff and just yeah, they messed with it a bunch from what he did, like what he contributed. And he was not happy.
Yeah, I could imagine that.
As much as I love Incan, I always thought he was an odd fit anyway. Just because that dude's like Michelangelo Badio level shredder.
He's a mega shredder, yeah, dude, absolutely. He's just playing like insanely atonal incantation riffs.
Yeah. But he's working on a new album. Have you seen anything about that?
No, I haven't. I didn't know that he did like solo stuff. Is it going to be death metal?
Oh, yeah. I'm hype as hell for it. What the hell are you guys doing with that femur? What?
We were drumming on it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you'll really be able to tell or anything, but we thought it'd be a funny Instagram post.
I don't think I saw it.
Some guy was like, I can't believe that you guys are using Dead Animal on the record. I was like, it's already dead, bro. I didn't kill it.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the first time anyone's ever brought like a fucking dead femur bone into a record studio.
Specifically a femur bone, maybe.
Maybe. It's fucking nasty, dude.
That band he's working on is called Arise from Worms.
Cool. Okay.
And,
Arise from Worms. Check it out.
It's gonna have Steve Tucker do vocals.
Ooh, that's pretty sick.
And Dallas Toller Wade.
Okay.
And Flo from Cryptopsy is drumming on it. And Chris Donaldson from Cryptopsy's producing it, I believe.
Cool.
So I
That's the
mean,
bass
it's
player?
huh?
Who's Chris Donaldson?
He's the current guitar player for Cryptopsy.
Okay, okay, okay.
Since John quit, it's just Chris now.
Okay. That's the dude with the beard, right?
Yeah, yeah,
He's got like short hair, I think. Yeah.
yeah. He
Cool.
he's a killer producer.
Interesting. Cool. Did he do their stuff or no? Cryptopsy stuff?
I think he did that EP.
Okay.
I think he did at least the EP.
Cool.
I'm not sure about prior to that. But yeah, he's sick. Uh, let's see here. Oh, here's one. Um, what would you say you have set as a goal for yourself musically, like both like for yourself as well as something that you want to achieve with the band?
Um, hmm. Early on, it was kind of about a little.
You cut out.
We good now?
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. I was just saying, as cliche as it is, it was a little bit like we need to find the Undeath sound. You know what I mean? And I still don't really think that. But, get closer every time. And specific goals. Well, shit, dude. I don't know. It's more like just getting shit done. The goals kind of illuminate themselves, I think, as you go on a little bit. You know, it's like you just kind of figure it out a little bit more. Like so, like before you start a record, or like when you're starting to work on a record, you don't really quite know what's gonna go down or what it's gonna come out like at the end, but you just gotta start, chiseling away, and then sometimes you'll be like, oh, I don't know, there's goals that are set that way.
Gotcha.
I don't know, dude. I smoke too much weed.
It's all right. Uh,
Have I ever been scared to listen to a metal album because of the cover? No. Although when I was a kid, there's a Pungent Stench record. And I remember that it gave me weird vibes when I listened to the music and like looked at the record. I was like so young. I was like, fuck, this is weird shit. Pungent Stench honestly still kind of is weird shit.
I can't think of anything I was too scared to listen to. I remember being like 6, and my dad had a Primus Anti-Pop on CD.
Yes, sir. That's a great record.
Yeah, it is. That cover was really weird to me at like 6 years old or whatever, though.
All of those went like the Sizzle Fry record cover, like when I was a kid. Yeah, that one was fucking weird as hell too. I did not like that cover.
And then like fast forward to teenage years, I bought a bunch of CDs from FYE that were parental advisory and all that, but somehow I still managed to get a hold of them. And I had like a Cradle of Filth record, and the booklet had all kinds of like tits and blood and stuff like that. So I was like, I gotta hide this book. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Hell fucking yeah.
So
Dude, the very first record I ever like went to the store with my mom to buy was trying to remember the title. I think that is just Remedy by Seether. I think that's the title of it. And it's got that like white face with like quarter-inch jacks or some shit plug it. Yeah, is that what it's called?
Karma and Effect.
Yes. Dude, that fucking that record, the cover's so weird. I hate it. I still hate it.
It is weird for Seether, for being what they are.
That album also, like, I could not remember any of the songs on it besides Remedy, and I listened to it recently, and it kind of fucking sucks.
It was funny. I was just talking to somebody about it the other. So that record was one of the 2 that got me into playing guitar when I was like 13.
That's sick.
Yeah. what I mean, at the time, like the Remedy video came out, and it was like all weird and gothy and shit. So I was like, oh, this is all cool and edgy.
Top hats and shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was that and the Blue Orchid video from the White Stripes, and
I
it
don't
was
know that
kind
one.
of. I mean, it's
Similar vibe.
yeah, yeah, like very kind of dark and kind of gothic.
Like
Um,
fucking Tim Burton movie or some shit.
yeah, kind of. But like they're all like slightly sped up, so it's kind of twitchy looking, and like it's
Classic 2000s.
yeah, and it's weird because both of those songs as well as the videos don't fit the rest of what those bands do. And but at the time, I was like, it's like, oh, Jack White and Sean Morgan, like, oh, they're cool as hell, and I want to do that. And I wanted a BC Rich Warlock really bad, and I got a Squire Strat in Candy Apple Red with a white pick card.
Classic.
Yeah, I was happy to have a guitar, but I was like, I wanted a pointy guitar. I kept my complaints to myself. I was just happy to have something,
Of course, of course. Well, you got the most pointy guitar now.
I do. I think it's right here. This thing's ridiculous. I just showed it to my other guitar. My other guitar player came over today, and he hadn't seen it yet. We haven't jammed in a little while, but I was like, "Oh, dude, I got to show you this." He just laughed.
Yeah. It's fucking the only thing more pointy than a beast is a Voyager, dude. Like the Kramer Voyager, yeah, it's got the motherfucking like point on the back that's so long.
Yeah. So, I'm not a Kramer expert at all, but so they've got some Voyagers out now, and I know, like, if you look up a Voyager, there's two. There's the pointy one.
The new ones are like stars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just saw those the other day. Actually, it's kind of fucking ugly.
It's really fucking ugly. Like they got two new ones out, and they're hideous.
Great.
Like they'd be okay without the paint jobs. One's like flame, and the other one's like a cross section or something.
Okay, yeah, those sound really fucking bad.
Like, I bet the Kramers. I bet they even play good.
Probably. I've never even played one.
They look retarded.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I really, dude, I want a fucking Beretta. It's like such a classic,
That'd be, dude. You can pick one up pretty cheap too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like the newer ones, definitely.
BC Rich just brought back the Gunslinger.
I saw that. I saw everyone complaining that the shape isn't right. Is that true?
It's a Strat.
I know. That's what I'm saying too. It's like, all right, well, I don't care.
How off could it be?
I don't know. I think that I just saw people saying like the horns were wrong or something, dude. Like, who cares? The fucking purple they've been posting though. That's a fire color.
Yeah, and I've been watching a bunch of Michael Romeo videos too. So, like he used to have like that purple ESP Mirage.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, ooh, right up my fucking alley.
Yeah, I want a fucking purple axe, dude.
I feel like I need to have a green one because green's like my shit.
I'd like a emerald.
Yeah,
that'd be a great color. I'd love that.
I've got a custom overdrive that's done in like typo negative green and black because it's like typo is kind of like mine and my wife's band. You know what I mean?
Cool. Yeah.
So, Michael Klein Audio.
No, I don't know that
guy. I'll send you a link or something here whenever we get done. He makes some cool shit, and he's building me a matching noise gate now.
Hell yeah!
So like the boost, I had him engrave black #1 on it in white, like white on black, and then Then the noise gate, it's gonna be like everything dies.
Dude, that's pretty hard.
But he's actually doing this one is gonna be it's the same green and black and white, but it's gonna be green and black crackle. Yeah,
Damn.
it's sick. He's hooking me up.
That is so
Uh,
sick.
he's also sending me. He doesn't sell this, but he's made one just for fun, and he's sending it to me. It's a you seen like the Fortin like 33,
Hmm.
and he made his own version of one, and he's sending it to me.
Very cool. That's sick, dude. I would
Yeah,
love to get some Fortin shit too.
yeah, it's so expensive.
Yeah, it really is. I have this. I haven't used it in a while.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I just never get it to sound very good. I just don't really fuck with distortion pedals, I think, is the problem.
Have have you tried running that one through the loop or anything?
I have tried running it through the loop like a Metal Zone or some shit, but I still
Hmm.
just like even when I did with them, like I actually when I had my Laney, I was trying to just, get some kind of good sound out of it. So I was trying to use Metal Zone through the loop on that, and I still just don't really fuck with like the really heavily processed signal that like distortion pedals typically give you, and they just kind of sound flat to me. I just kind of prefer amp distortion with the overdrive, but I
Yeah.
also like I'm a noob, so
It honestly same thing here. Like I have to just completely like goose the front end, you know. And I know that everyone says, oh, it's the same shit that's in your tube amp, just in a like it's the same circuit, but
could be
uh,
placebo even. I don't care. I just prefer the amp.
yeah, exactly. And the same thing with an overdrive. Like it could be um, like a psychosomatic kind of thing, you know, but I have to have one.
Oh, me too. Oh yeah, I fucking literally, dude, hate like metal music on an amp without an overdrive. Doesn't feel good.
Right. Um, so is there any particular gear you're eyeballing right now, or you said you weren't
Uh,
been on the market for a little bit, but
no, I spent way too much money on gear last year. I bought like 4 cabinets and 2 fucking heads for the band, and now I've just been like, all right, and like 3 guitars. So I need to like chill on buying gear. But things are
understandable.
actually. I've been fucking looking for smaller gear, I think, especially because we're gonna be hitting the road again soon, and I just don't really know how feasible it is to bring like 4 cabinets and a refrigerator-sized base cabinet and all these heads and bullshit on tour. So we'll figure it out. But
Yeah. Right now,
I
I'm hmm?
nothing, nothing. I
Orange
was just
Coke.
yeah, no, it's a Wegman seltzer.
I'll we always end up buying that Clear American, like the Walmart brand or whatever.
Oh
That
yeah,
shit's good.
dude, store brand seltzer is where it's at. Fuck paying $5 for a carton of fucking Polar or whatever.
Exactly. uh, hell, even my 7-year-old drinks it now. But
It's good stuff, dude. I'm not gonna drink tap water like a fucking peasant.
awesome. Hell yeah. Uh, um, on the gear thing, I know what you mean. I'm trying to streamline shit as much as I can. Um, I think when shows become a thing again, I just bought like a TubeWorks Most valve, um, which is fucking crazy awesome. It's a solid state power amp, but it's not like the PA amps. I mean, it like I'm running an HX Stomp into it. It sounds like a real fucking amp. Um,
Cool. Yeah.
like and the like volume wise, it sits well with against a tube amp. Um, and honestly between like that and the Mesa, it's like I don't know.
Oh, it's
Still,
that good sounding? That's cool.
yeah. It's got like a. I gotta kind of. I mean, the thing is, you gotta sit there and mess with it for a while.
Sure.
So if somebody likes to just plug in and go, then it might not be for them. But Like I'm wanting to get like a smaller, like but like a Walrus Audio power supply, something decent that can power the Stomp, and then maybe a Digitech drop pedal, and maybe that'd be it. And just run into the power amp and into a cab. You know, something quick and easy.
Yeah, that would be fucking. That's good shit. I mean, that's more. I was thinking like 6505 minis or something, but that's even smaller and like more compact. So I don't know.
And like that Most valve, it's like I think it's rated at 80 watts. It sounds just as loud as the 100-watt tube heads. Something to do, I guess, like their MOSFET transistors. They're supposed to be like the closest to a transistor tube as far as like volume and tone.
Interesting. Cool.
But as opposed to like when you get the PA power amps, you got to get like 5,000 to 8,000 watts to make it even stack up against the tube.
That's what I'm saying. That's what my thing is like. Bands that do like a JCM, like one guitar player plays like a JCM, and then the other guitar player plays like fucking like a 140C or something.
Yeah.
It's just like you can't fucking hear the 140C, dude, and there's like no way.
Right. Like my other guitar player, he's playing an Orange right now. He was just telling me he's planning on getting an Emperor cab next, and then after that he's going to get a Science amp. I don't remember if he said he's going to get the 100-watt or 200-watt, but it's like so he's not fucking around, so I got to have something that stacks up okay.
Right.
But which tonight I was actually using the Stomp through the loop of my Mesa, which is kind of redundant, but yeah, whatever.
But dude, gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
Exactly. Is there like a whole? I know you've accumulated, like you bought 3 guitars last year. Is there like a holy grail that you're looking for?
Something nice and reliable. Doesn't even have to be. I don't know. I've been really wanting an Explorer for forever, but not a cheap one. So
Right.
Explorer with, I don't know. I'm gonna say all black Explorer with like fucking Kaler on it. That's like the holy grail one.
Yeah, that sounds pretty badass. I too have wanted an Explorer with some kind of Floyd or something for a long time.
Exactly.
And it seems like the most I can find is some kind of compromise, like an LTD EX or one of the Schecter E1s or something like that.
They just don't quite fucking do it, you know?
Like, it needs to be an Explorer. Like,
Agreed.
nothing else. Like, like that headstock, those cuts.
The headstock is really what fucking none of the other companies get even remotely right. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't look as good. What'd you say?
Probably because they're not allowed to.
Oh yeah. Oh right. Of course. Yeah. You're not putting a banana thing on your fucking guitar. No way.
No way.
Have you ever played one of the Les Paul Accesses or whatever the hell they are?
Which one is that?
It's
I'm sure
it's a Les Paul custom. I've never even fucking seen one in real life, dude. But it's a Les Paul custom that comes standard with a Floyd on it, and they're like $5,000 or some fucking bullshit. But
oh, wait a minute, that's the shit that like fucking Alex Lifeson plays.
that might be. Oh, you know what? I think he does play one.
Is that his signature?
That I don't think they're a signature model. I think they're like the SG Diablo. I think they're one of the really small runners. Personally.
Huh. But
really badass. But I don't know if I trust an SG with a fucking Floyd route on it.
kind of cutting out a little bit there, man.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Oh, you're good. You're not sure you trust what?
Like a SG with all the wood routed out for a Floyd, like
Oh,
you're just fucking losing a lot of wood there.
I saw somebody with a top-mounted Floyd on an SG. That wouldn't be too bad, but other than that, I don't know how the hell you could pull it off.
Right, going that, yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, you might not even be able to. It might be too thin.
Yeah, because I had there was a '90s SG that was kind of staying here at my house for a little while, and I got to play on it a good bit. Um, yeah, that thing felt tiny. Like I don't know. Uh, I'm not like a huge guy or nothing, but there are certain guitars that do look kind of dinky on me. Um, like I saw a picture of me playing a Telecaster, and I was like, that looks retarded. Which
Uh,
I actually own a Tele now, just because I love them so much. But
Also, yeah, dude, the Telecaster is a guitar that I'll pick one up and I'm like, damn, this thing's awesome. It
they're
just
so
rules.
good.
Yeah,
Like they're just tone machines. Kind of
the
like
neck
how,
just feels so good.
yeah. Um, I got one of the hell is it called? Um, it's got like a humbucker in the bridge that you can split into a single, and then it's got a single in the middle, and then it's got the telly single in the neck.
Okay.
Um, but I mean, so it's pretty versatile. But it's like made in China, and I bought one used for like $400. Like you can find
Damn,
them pretty
dude.
cheap.
Yeah,
I
that's a good
think
price.
it's not the Nashville player,
I I know which one you're talking about. It's like a humbucker single single like Strat layout on the telly.
pretty much. But I love the telly, like the twisted telly neck pickup specifically though. But hang on, what's going on in the chat here? Kevin James. What, somebody calling me Kevin James? Jesus Christ.
Kevin James.
If they're calling me Kevin James, fuck you. That's all right. It's whatever. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't read my own notes here. I've got like this fucking ring light or whatever, and I was trying to like look around it. um, have you come across anything like since starting Undeath? Has there been any like gear or anything that hasn't like you tried and it just did not work for you, like the Laney?
Yeah, the Laney, I don't really play too much stuff. Trying to think. I don't know. I guess I've just been either, not too picky or just lucky in that, like, all the shit that I wind up getting just doesn't suck, like, too bad to use it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, nah, just Delaney. I just really didn't like that. It just wasn't, it just had too many fucking features for me, like, a built-in boost that literally was just like a switch you flip on to make it sound like shit, basically. And did not really have enough gain. Like nothing, not even close to like a fucking 5150 or something, or like 3120 or whatever. Uh, I don't know. Maybe mine just sucked. Uh, but yeah, it was bad.
I
Um,
I had the
yeah.
same amp. I can testify. It was just a very lackluster amp. Maybe it
Eh,
would have sounded cooler with different tubes.
I'm not gonna spend the money to find out.
Right.
And also, dude, it's got like reamping shit and like cabinet simulation and all this fucking bullshit. And I'm like, it's an amplifier, you know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking want us
Yeah.
to do all that. It's not a Kemper. It's a fucking $700 Laney. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah. No, sorry, my answer sucked, but no, thankfully, not too much.
Hey, sometimes you just make something work for you, you know? Like,
Try to keep it simple too.
yeah. It's like after a while, you pretty much instinctively know, you know what I mean? Like, you do a little bit of research and you get a general idea. Even if you know a little bit about gear, you generally know what's going to work for what you're trying to do, and it's not like the '80s where people try to make some little pawn shop guitar, play thrash or anything.
You're right.
But so let me see. All right. Well, about a okay. So I was trying to read the chat there. We've been at this about an hour now. Somebody asked what your thoughts on active pickups are.
Man, I have like literally played a guitar with EMGs in it one time through like through a VH140C at like fucking whisper bedroom volume, and I wasn't really a huge fan, but it's not the same setting as like what I normally do, so I just don't know if it was that. Um, I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I'd love to try a set of like EMGs, especially with like the 18-volt mod. I hear people say that makes them like way better. Uh, I don't really have an opinion on them. I've only ever really played passive pickups though.
I feel you. Uh, I've I've got an Eclipse with EMGs in it that I fucking love. Um, I've also played a lot of other guitars with EMGs that sound like thin little baby toys. Uh, so I think that stereotype that people say you can throw EMGs in anything and make them sound the exact same. I think that's bullshit. I think it totally depends what you put them in.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
like an Eclipse is a big chunk of wood, so it'll still sound thick. But if you throw them in something like something real skinny, like an Ibanez S series or something, or like I've played them in like the Charvel Desolation series guitars,
hmm
or I played them in a couple like smaller Ibanez, and they sound terrible.
Okay.
Uh, like no
Yeah, I mean
tone.
that it makes sense, right? I mean they're not like separate from the guitar, so
Right?
yeah, I mean they do get a lot of hate, EMGs. Really, they do.
Uh, you mentioned the 18-volt mod too. By the way, I got this little thing, 24-volt mod.
Woo, buddy, we're cranking. How's
Uh,
that? Like, what does it even fucking do? It just juices them up?
Headroom, actually.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Um, Everybody and same thing here. A lot of people think that it just like makes them super crazy high output and real high gain, and it's actually the opposite. It opens them up and makes them more dynamic, gives them more headroom.
I see. Okay, very cool. That's a really cool. I didn't even know that you could do a 24-volt mod. That's fucking badass.
I think I got this for like $10 on eBay. And they're like doorbell batteries, like the hell are they called? 23A, something like that. 23A.
Cool.
And which EMGs, if you like go to the website or like manual or whatever, they can take up to 27 volts. So this is still like safe for them.
Okay, all right. That's pretty
And
sick.
and one of this is actually smaller than a 9-volt battery. So you don't have to mod it or nothing. Just take out the 9-volt, pop one of these in, and you're good to go.
Really? You don't even have to rewire anything.
Nope. Use the
Oh.
same battery clip that you use to plug in your 9-volt, and you're good.
Okay. I'm gonna fucking check that out. I know that EMGs do like solderless pickups and shit now too, which is
Yeah.
like, God, that's gotta be so easy. You just clip them on or something?
Well, like, so they have their own wiring harness. So if you go from like passive to active, you got to rip out all the guts and put in
Oh,
their shit.
okay. I
But
see.
it's like it almost looks like an old like a telephone cord, like one of those like little Cat 9 plugs.
Okay.
And yeah, it once you have the harness set up, and I'm pretty sure it is still like the pots and the input jack. I'm pretty sure are still all soldered.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure, but the pickups themselves just have like a little quick connect plug.
That's fucking dope. I can't believe no one thought of that sooner.
Yeah, and I think they're even EMG, like their passives, I think, have the same setup. And the only other company I know that does that is Guitar Fetish. They
Okay.
have a quick connect system and all of their pickups. And they even have like some blade ones that are like kind of like X2Ns. They all, quick connect or whatever.
Huh.
Which,
I'm gonna have to look into that shit.
yeah, I'll try to find it and send you a link. It's pretty sick.
Um, what's your opinion on like Fishman's versus EMGs? Any difference really or no?
Me personally, I haven't got to try Fishman yet. From the people I've talked to, the consensus, I think it was Michael from Frozen Soul. I think it was Michael that was telling me that they were like super muddy or something.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, which I've talked to some people and say, oh, they're clearer than EMGs. So it's like everything. It's completely subjective. It seems
Right, it's
like.
just fucking words. I mean, they could be talking about something different than like the low end or whatever, I don't know.
Um, One thing that I have noticed, people that don't like EMGs really like them. The people that love EMGs, like the 81, don't like them.
Okay.
So
Cool.
take that as you will. That's
Yeah.
uh, I'm curious to try them. I would try one. I'm not gonna rip out any of mine to try it, but if I find a
Right.
guitar in the wild that has it,
Gotta get
uh,
one of the fucking like the bossy concepts, dude.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, big old no.
Nah. Nah, those things are horrendously ugly instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're
I
like
think that
Steinbergers.
Tosin, a long time ago, he had a custom guitar that had that kind of weird curvature at the
Hmm.
top. And I showed it, I think I was showing my cousin a video of him. This was years ago. And he's like, what the hell is like this part up here for? Is that just something for him to suck on or what? I didn't even know what the fuck that meant, but I don't know. Like every time I see those guitars now, I just think of that and just kind of crack up. It's just some dumb, weird car. I know it affects nothing, and it's
Yeah, dude,
just,
it's like, yeah, absolutely. It's for looks.
and I bet they play amazingly. I'm sure they're
I'm
great.
as well, yeah, I'm sure that they are fantastic instruments. They look, I don't know, they look. One thing I'll give him credit for is really stuck by his vision. He's like, I want to make a spaceship guitar. We're gonna fucking do it.
Yeah, I mean anything other than another single cut or another Strat.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. Yeah, like another Silver Sky fucking
yeah,
fiasco. Oh my God. Everyone was so angry.
which is hilarious in and of itself, but uh, one Fishman set I really want to try is the Devin Townsend set. I love Devin Townsend. I love strapping. I know they didn't exist then, but um, like even like his like solo albums, I love all that, nerdy
Yeah.
proggy stuff.
I've never even like listened to that dude's music or Strapping Young Lad, but I do know that he's really smart, so his pickups probably don't fucking suck.
On his guitar, I think he has them set up for like three voicings,
No
like
shit.
a single, a low gain PAF, and then like a more high gain 81 ish kind of sound. Because I mean, his music is all over the damn place. Um, somebody mentioned how Nurgle from Behemoth uses them, uh, which their music has changed so much. I know with
True.
my favorite Behemoth records, he was using an 81. So,
Really? Was that on fucking Conquer All?
hell yeah, it was.
There we go. Yeah, I used to love that one too. I haven't listened to that record in mad long, but I bet you it fucking slaps.
Oh, it's so heavy. It's so perfect. Um,
Or is it Conquer All or is it Demigod? I don't even
the
know.
album's called Demigod, but
Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah, Conquer All is a song on there. That's a single one, right?
it's a badass song. Yeah.
Hell fucking yeah. It's got that music video. Used to just be
Oh,
when I
yeah.
was a kid, just slamming that video. That one and like
Oh,
Duality
yeah.
by Slipknot, just like, this is so sick.
It's awesome. It's a good shit. Uh, even the one after that, like, well, actually, the next two albums, Apostasy and Evangelion or Evangelion, whatever.
I have not checked those out. I will. I know that people love the new shit too, like the Satanist and whatever. I haven't listened to that. Uh,
I really, really love the Satanist because it was so weird and different. Um, and then they put out "I Loved You at Your Darkest." That's the newest one, and
okay.
my wife actually got me that one as a gift. And it's great, but it's kind of more of the same as the Satanist, at least to my ears.
Okay. And
And
like that one
I
was
was,
so cool because it was fresh, right?
yeah, and like the Satanist was sick because it was so different. And I really wanted them to do even more different shit. I wanted them to get even more like weird and experimental, and they didn't. They just kind of kept coasting. I was like, okay, I guess they found what they're gonna do now.
Right,
Kind of
right.
like Mastodon, where they kept changing and changing and changing, and then they found their stride. Now they've put out the same record for a while now,
Once they hit that crack the sky, baby, they were like, all right,
which I
whatever.
love. Crack the Sky.
Me too. Oh man, that year, 2009, it was like Blue Record by Baroness came out and fucking Crack the
Yeah,
Sky came out, and I was like, that's it. This is the greatest music ever.
hell yeah. I got to see Mastodon play Crack the Sky in its entirety live.
That is
Uh,
fucking badass. Was that the tour they did with the big like TV screen or what the hell ever behind them? They were like
yep.
playing a video. I think I saw that one too.
And they were with Death Clock, Converge, and High on Fire.
Yes, yes. A bunch of us in the Undeath went to see that tour actually.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude,
That's
that was a
great.
great one.
I got to
We
meet
were
Gene
fucking.
Hoglan too.
Ooh, damn! At the show,
Yeah, outside waiting in line.
that's a crazy. That's a fucking dope.
It was the first like band dude I ever met, so I was so nervous I could barely even like talk to him.
I hate that shit, dude. Meeting band members sucks so badly.
He was so nice, but like I was like 16 or 17. And so I was just and he's so big. I was just like, "Hi."
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, he was cool. He was, I'm sure he got it, but just some
totally, dude.
little teenage nerdy kid.
There's no way that Gene Holgan gets to be as fucking successful and sick as he is without being nice.
Exactly. Well, man, I got one more for you here, and then I'll let you go.
Absolutely.
I like to end all these with people naming their. Damn it! All right, somebody's chiming in real quick. We gotta answer this one. Favorite Gene Hoglan record?
I don't even know.
Yeah, that's not fair. He's on everything.
I know. Ask me a different day.
I'll answer this one. Alien. Alien by Strapping. Yeah, I know he's on like 3 or 4 death records, but Alien is what started it for me. So plus he just I don't know. It's just I've never heard drums sound as pissed off as they did on Alien. So
That's a strapping young lad record.
huh?
That's a strapping young lad record.
Yeah,
Cool. I'm gonna have to check that out.
that's the one that has like Zen and Love and like all kinds of the big hits.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, his drumming's insane on that one. But all right, last question for real. Name your top four, your big four of death metal.
My big four. Well, obviously Cannibal Corpse. Obviously Morbid Angel. I'm
Okay.
trying to think of bands that are like kind of still going. So and like I don't go with Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel, Bolt Thrower, and it's always tricky with the last one because it could just be easy. I could just say like Deicide, which probably like monetarily probably are in the big four, but I don't know. No, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna say Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel, Obituary. Deicide, even though I want to say Suffocation, but I think in terms of record sales, probably the other bands eclipse them.
Oh, it can just be whatever, like your personal favorite. It don't have to be like we all know who the big four are as far as like sales and all that shit. You know?
All right. Well, I'm probably gonna keep it the same. I'm not gonna put Deicide on the list though. I don't listen to Deicide that much. Probably put Suffocation back on.
I feel that. Cool. Awesome, man. Well, dude, I appreciate you coming on here. This was a lot of fun. Have to have you on again sometime, man.
Absolutely, buddy. I appreciate you having me on. Sorry about it didn't work out with the amps. Next time though.
You're good, dude. This was fun.
It's fucking 10 o'clock on Saturday. You'd think no one would be practicing, but
Gotta get it in.
gotta get it in. Hey, thanks again, man.
Appreciate it.
No problem, dude. You have a good Saturday.
Cool. Take it easy. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in. Later, guys.